Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about the key to chase down blocks in NBA 2K23. Now, as you can see, there are clips in this video that are obviously going to be activating chase down. Like that one, for instance. We're also going to be showing this one where I am chasing them down from behind. And as you can see, this one gets swatted all the way out of here. And it was crazy. But these ones right here are obviously not chase down blocked. It's me being between them and the rim, and I'm meeting them at the rim super aggressively. This is the type of stuff that I want to talk about in today's video. I'm here to explain how to get aggressive blocks just in general, whether it's through your build, a certain mechanic in the game that I have learned and have been doing for years and years and years that a lot of people probably don't do, and just in general, how to activate chase down artists. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on noties, all good stuff, and like always, try one to 2,000 likes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let all the clips play out. I'm not gonna break them down or anything like that until we get through all of them, just to let you see kind of the highlight tape of all of these. But keep looking in the top right. Like that one, for instance, didn't activate chase down artist at all. Now, unfortunately, on some of these, I cut the clip off a little bit early. So like ones like this, you're gonna see I don't show in the top right whether activated or not. To me, this seems like one that is a very big toss up. This one right here is a 100%er. Like this is obviously a chase down block where I'm getting my own guy from behind. And I gotta say, pivotal play right there. It was a very close game in that one, and we almost lost it. But that chase down block was huge. Now, this one right here, very obviously, once again, chase down block. Like you are getting up there, increase speed, increase lunge, all types of stuff like that. But what I want to talk to you guys about is what I am doing with my controller for each one of these. That one was obviously not a chase down block, by the way, either. But what I'm doing with my controller, I am holding my Y button in these situations. I'm holding the block button instead of tapping it. And it's a huge improvement, I must say. Like, it's something that if you start doing, you will see clearly the advantage of doing it. And this one right here is very interesting because you're going to see Zeke get bump stolen, and you would think this is 100% a chase down block, but as you're going to see, it doesn't pop up in the top right here, which is extremely odd. But again, this is just to showcase a couple of instances that maybe chase down artist does or does not activate. I also do want to let you guys know, because this video is about how to activate chase down artist or how to improve your chase down blocking ability. Honestly, vertical on your build, in my opinion, is a huge factor. I mean, you cannot convince me that blocks like this happen with minimal vertical and just a high chase down artist rating and a high block rating. That, in my opinion, is not factual. Look at how high my dude is getting off the ground. You cannot convince me in any world that vertical doesn't matter for things like this. That's crazy talk. I don't care what studies you do on it. I don't care what's labbed out on it. That's my true belief, and you can't convince me otherwise. And again, ones like this, like my dude is jumping out the gym like crazy. And again, every single aggressive block that you're going to see me doing right here is holding my right trigger and holding Y button down. So I'm sprinting, and it's the aggressive SWAT block. You'll see we'll go into the controls a little bit after in this video and showcase to you guys where 2K will always show you. The regular block is just tapping your Y button. The aggressive SWAT block is going to be with your right trigger held, and then the vertical contest block is going to be with your left stick pointing toward the basket. That's how it is every single year. And I usually use all three mechanics as well. The vertical contest helps you avoid fouling a lot in the rec or in 5v5 Pro-Am, whatever the case may be, even in my career games. But again, right here, I am holding my Y button and launching that block up. And also, we'll talk about how the adrenaline lost or anything like that, if you've been playing defense for a long time throughout the possession or forcing a ball handler to burn their adrenaline bars, if you have either low adrenaline or low stamina, you're not gonna be able to dunk the ball the same way that you normally would. So that is why you maybe see some of these people, not this clip for instance, but it's maybe why you see some of these people in clips that I've cut a lot of the early stuff going up for layups, for example, or even in these situations, yes, they're going up for layup, but it's because I'm very, very close to them as well, and I'm just like kind of knocking them out of the attempt to do so. And again, like right here, this is such a contested take right here where the dude is just like bodied up on me. It's very unlikely that he will get a good dunk animation considering I'm literally right below his feet. And if he's not going to use the dunk meter, like every bot in this game is not using for that matter, and attacks the rim like this, you're just not going to be successful with it. It's just simple as that. I think another thing to mention too is that it's very possible that some people don't have dunking on their build, and if that is the case, obviously the thing that you want to kind of manage well is these people that will generally either assume that you're going to go for that chase down block and not go up with something like this, because I have to make that decision based on how bad he beats me right here, whether I go for the chase down block or if I stay patient with it and try and maneuver in front of his body and go for the interior contest, because some people like to really bait you out and wait for you to jump so that you're going flying past them, then they get the easy close shot to get the bucket. So you have to definitely judge that type of stuff. You obviously have to go into every chase down block attempt knowing that that's what they're going to be going for, is the regular dunk. Like right here, he has me beat so bad. It's so obvious. There would be no point in him waiting for something like this. So that's so obvious for me to go for a chase down block right here. And once again, chase down artist 100% was activating off that. It also hits off of him too, which is hilarious. But anyway. And again, same with right here is a very easy example. He has me beat so easy, and as he sees SK pull off to this corner right here, it's very obvious for me to try and go for this chase down block right here. And again, just keep in mind, every single time that I'm doing this, holding the Y button, every extremely long lunge that I'm hoping to get where I'm jumping from extremely far away, I also give you guys a little bit of a cue for when I start holding this Y button. It's probably right about right here, or maybe a little bit earlier, like right here or so, where I'm about at that free throw line area and I'm trying to load up for this chase down right here, because you have to kind of preload it a little bit. You can't like get all the way to right here then tap Y. That's not how it works, because at that point you're not going to be high in the air enough. It's all kind of about timing and anticipation as far as stuff like that goes. Like you have to assume when you have to start this by the time that you're going to meet him at the rim, as far as your hand getting to where the ball needs to go. So again, this is all about anticipation, timing, and just the fact that you can't just start your block when you're right below their feet. So again, that's why you do play that game sometimes, where if you're right on someone's back, generally they're probably going to try and be smart with it and not go up right away and bait you into going for that chase down block. Because unless you maneuver all the way around them, like in this one clip that I was just showing right here, unless you maneuver all the way around them and be able to actually like get all the way through here and then in front of him, you're really not gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna have you crabbed off. You're not gonna be able to get any contest from behind, because that's just how this close shot dead zone works. And if they have you crabbed, you just can't get a contest. So it's all about reading that as a defender and keeping in mind that hold Y for the blocks. You need good vertical on your build as well. That's my true impression. And chase down artist, the higher the level, the better. In a lot of these clips, you're seeing me with it on gold or Hall of Fame if it's on my 6'11". I don't think I showed very many clips on my 6'11" though. I definitely have a lot from the 6'9" that has gold, and then it has 81 block rating. So interior defense doesn't play any aspect in this, if you ask me. It's obviously just based on the contest percentage you're going to get for playing hands up D, or also interior defense it's still important for getting contests on the block attempts. It's just, it's not going to help you get stuff like this. I know this sounds corny and cliche too, but you have to know when to pull the trigger and when you have the green light to go for stuff like this. Like this guy right here is just 100% gone from Tonic. Now, if you have good teammates, it makes it way more comfortable to do stuff like this too, or if you can relay your message to teammates in a very convenient way. I understand not everybody has that, but right here, everybody should know on this court right now that Tonic is beat. There's no way he's chasing this down, so this means that I'm gonna drop. Apollo is going to move from this top to the wing right here to help me, and Tonic is now finding the closest guy that he can run to as far as someone else to guard. So right here you can see, and ironically Apollo does not do that, so that's just the competitive stuff that your team is going to need to do in terms of the rotations if you're playing an elite team. But again, the whole point of the chase down blocks and your build being an elite lockdown is that you can do it on your own and don't really need the rotations or help from your teammates. One thing to mention too is that your teammates can also be on some J.R. Smith helping LeBron get the chase down in the finals, where if your teammate kind of bodies him up a little bit, it's going to be harder for them to get a good dunk animation, and then you're able to come in and swoop in for that chase down block. It's a very logical thing. It's definitely something to keep in mind, that your teammate can kind of bump a guy before he's going up with something. So baiting is a very important thing from your teammates. If you want to bait this, then peel off to the corner right here, just to give me enough leeway to be able to get this chase down block right here. It's really good. As you can see though, Zeke goes for it on his own as well. It's not great team chemistry, so to say, as far as like, or team coordination as far as like navigating those blocks and stuff. But again, beautiful blocks. I just want to show these first three again because they look so freaking good. And I'll show a couple of clips as well from the Xbox app that I have that I didn't put in this little cut up right here. But again, those are nasty. And these, again, it's not chase down artist activating on this. This is straight vert, holding your Y button, and timing. Simple as that. As far as the timing on this, I would say I'm generally going to start holding my Y right about here. Like, I'm really trying to meet him at the rim before he can even get this to go. As you can see, that is a dunk attempt too. And that's what I'm saying. You have to put your hand right where it needs to be before he even goes up with it. So I would say I started holding the Y right about here. And as you can see, it has a little bit of delay too. You obviously have to count for that, but as you can see, beautiful wind up. And it shows the consistency in this because I do it a second time right here and smack them the exact same way. Hilarious, bro. All right, so over to the Xbox app for 2 clips that I want to break down for you guys. This one is a little bit of a variable. He actually beats me to the paint in a pretty fashionable way, but I am chasing him pretty hard. If he knows that his build does not have elite driving dunk or quick drops or anything like that, he should probably know better than to go up with something like this, where you're going to see, like, he goes up for a layup, and that's dead. That is done for. Now, to be fair, this is early in the game, may not know that I have such a crazy block ability on my build. Generally, some people in this game have very minimum vertical. Like, if you're an outside point guard, you probably have like 50 vert, and you're not getting chase downs like this. You may also only have like 70-something block rating, or maybe even lower than that. And generally, depending on the defender that's guarding you, you're very safe when going up for stuff like this. But in my opinion, he probably should have been a little bit more safe with this and just sat below the basket and waited for me to like go flying by him. But again, you have to kind of know your defender a little bit to assume when stuff like that's going to work. But anyway, as you can see, bounces off the rim. For the second clip, and this will be the last one that I showcase, then I'll go ahead and talk about badge caps, ratings and stuff, what you want to be looking for, the controls, and go over the fact that that hold Y method does go hand in hand with holding your right trigger, and to talk about the vertical contests. But again, this one right here is me kind of just knowing I'm well within range of going for something like this, and it doesn't hurt anything to do stuff like that. I mean, in this situation, I have a teammate that's with me with SK sitting down there below as well. So if I go jumping for this, SK is still in very good position to the point where he could play just hands up defense. Now, once again, he doesn't do that. I think it'd be very smart to go about it in a way like that, because it would allow me as the person who's behind him to go for that chase down. Whereas, like, I can't play hands up D from where I'm at. So if you're trying to assess this as a second defender, and maybe you're a teammate that doesn't have crazy chase down block ability, yet you're trying to make an impact on the interior defensive ability of your team, this is my suggestion to you guys if you're in a situation like this. As that interior defender, you can afford to play your hands up because you're in a good position, and you could at least scare the person out of maybe either A, going up with it, or B, you could still make an impact on contesting it or slowing his layup or dunk attempt down while still being attached to your guy as the big man, which in this case is the green hair that's chilling from behind. Now, doing that at the same time allows me to come in from behind going for that chase down, because I cannot play hands up D from where I'm at. So if you have great position, you don't always have to jump for that, because what it's going to end up being is, if you jump and try and go for that block but you don't get a block, it means me and SK would have both gone for this jump right here, and then the big man probably would just snag the rebound and put the putback dunk back in. Simple as that. But either way, it works out. It's all good. It is what it is. Alright, so here's a look at the build that you guys saw in most of the clips. It's going to be the two-way interior finisher, my Ben Simmons build. You can see level 40, 99 overall with the Lakers banner. I love the colors of that stuff. It all looks so clean. But anyway, as you're going to see, for the ratings, I have a block rating of 82, and then I also have a defensive badge count of a ridiculous amount. If you're wondering how I have this as well, obviously you can put the +4s into your build. That's what I did. I also got the level 39 badge as well, so obviously, and the badge glitch has been patched, so that's not even in question. But anyway, as far as the badge level that I'm running stuff at, you can see I'm running Gold Chasedown Artist. You can see the progress toward this is pretty considerably good. If you want to compare this to your core badge progress as well, feel free to. Keep in mind, I have 2 different builds that I'm playing on, so I can't really give you a great idea for how many games I've played on this. But anyway, like I said, I think it's... I also want to mention too, I don't run Anchor on this build. So if you're wondering if Anchor really helps with chase down blocks or anything like that, as you can see, it does say increase the player's ability to block shots and protect the rim at a high level. I do understand that, but to be real with you, I didn't see much increase on my other build too when I was running Anchor and Chasedown Artist as far as the chase downs I was getting. I'll go ahead and switch to that real quick too, but the other build has the ability to get Hall of Fame Chasedown Artist, and I have been running it a lot because I'm the hedge defender, and I've been loving it too. But again, I don't think Anchor really improved that ability very much. To me, Anchor seems like more of a, you're already below the rim, now I'm going to protect the rim, aka sort of a slasher defender type badge, if you ask me, or a little bit more of a post scorer, close shot layup defender. Not so much for chase down blocks, if you ask me. All right, so here's a look at the other build. It's gonna be my 6'11" Giannis build. Ironically, I know I'm just such a fan of both the can't shoot slasher type dudes in the league, but I just love it. It's my style, and what I think it allows you to do is invest into more things like vertical and blocking ability and stuff like that, where it really does allow you to be on some Giannis stuff with the chase down ability. Now, as you can see, I have put my vertical off to one of the last few things that I am going to upgrade on this build. With that in mind though, you get the Hall of Fame Chasedown Artist, Gold Anchor. As you can see, here's the progress that I have toward the Chasedown Artist. I gotta say, it's not great. It's nothing amazing. For me, most of my blocks are probably the situations where I'm dropping off the corner for rotation to help my guard, especially on this build where I was running with this a whole lot more when Zeke was on his 6'1" PG and when I was running with like AK and Zeke at the same time too. So anyway, as far as what I run on this, like I said, I think Chasedown on Hall of Fame is something that I love to put on. I generally don't have Anchor on for Park, but I was just running Rec on this, so I wanted to go ahead and try it. I think it's still a very good badge, like I said, as far as protecting the rim when you're already underneath it. If we're talking Park, though, I think I would prefer to run some, like, I don't know, it's hard to say, because a lot of these tier 1s are really bad for me. And I already have Brick Wall at the highest level. I don't think Pogo Stick is very good as far as my assessment on what I've been using it on. And I'm not going to lie, I think I might have an overkill of defensive badges on this build, because when I core badge Rebound Chaser pretty soon, like, I'm going to be able to get this on gold, essentially. And it's going to be 7 badge points back in. So maybe I'll decide to run Pogo Stick, or for that matter, like I said, 7 more is going to allow me to run Anchor, and then I'll probably just go ahead and use 7 more points on, I don't know, off-ball pest, ankle braces, maybe bronze glove back in, or actually I'll probably put Hall of Fame workhorse on and then a couple into off-ball pest, maybe bronze ankle braces or something like that. So it's actually a pretty good level, I guess, the more I think about it. But anyway, that's a look at all the badge levels and stuff. We're going to go to the settings real quick, or the 2KU tutorial, I should say, and go to the fact that it breaks down for you what the mechanics are as far as shot blocking. Alright, so as you can see, it's going to be showing you block is literally just press Y. Now, again, I think the cheat that a lot of people don't know is to hold the Y button. If you want to believe me on this, feel free to. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And if you want to come back to this video, if you somehow can jog your memory 2 weeks from now or a week from now after you have played with this and tried it when you're doing them, and come back to this and let me know how you feel about it, feel free to do that. I know it's going to be hard for you to remember to do, but feel free to just keep that in mind. Now, as you can see, there is swap block. This is going to be holding your sprint button and tapping the block button at the same exact time. Now, like I said, I pair this with holding the Y button instead of tapping it, and it goes crazy as far as getting chase downs. I mean, and just in general, to do aggressive, jumping extremely high when going for block animations, you want to hold your sprint button when you're doing those crazy jumps. Now, the vertical contest, you can see I'm a huge fan of this too. And also, to be fair, I have not tested this with Pogo Stick yet, where I've had great position or something like that, and maybe you're going against a super tall offensive player, right, and you're the defender, and you're sitting below the basket, I'm a 6'11" or something like that, and then I'm going against a 7'3" who has not great position. I have great position, but at the end of the day, if he goes up with a close shot and I don't jump, I'm probably not making enough of a contest to make him miss. So vertical contest is extremely good in the past paired with Pogo Stick, because what allows you to do is you get way more jumps per like just ability to use Pogo Stick. I don't know how to explain it other than to say that, but pretty much vertical contest is making it so you do not go flying when you go for a jump. You're not getting completely out of position. It's going to allow you to keep your position and go ahead and jump, but if they don't go up with it, the vertical contest allows you to jump again a whole lot quicker, and again, paired with Pogo Stick in the past, it's always been extremely good. So you'll have to just lab that a little bit. As far as the vertical contest, you can still hold your sprint button as well, and I believe it gives you more of a jump personally, as far as my own experience. But that's my take on all the stuff to do with shot blocking and chase down artist and chase down blocking in general in this year's game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, for to drop a like, sub if you're new to the noties, all the good stuff, and like always, try to one to 2,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put block or put Y in the comments. George supports me all the way through. Anyway, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to check out the defensive badge tier list as well, it's on the channel and very recently uploaded, so feel free to check that out, or any other tier list videos that we've been uploading for season 1, early impressions. But again, just my assessment on a lot of badges, just like what I was talking about with Chasedown and Anchor in today's video. So anyway, that's all for vid. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.